Time for episode 8 of UHC.
I wonder then if that's where one base set up. And if these lights down here were when they were just scouting around. Must admit, it'd be quite nice if someone popped their heads out at all, you know? Whoever you may be. You might be a team that's already dead. The one thing that's always wondered me is how on earth. A lot of this seems to be the majority of. I don't class myself as a YouTuber, but I will do for this bit. For the majority of YouTubers, always seems to record everything in one go. You know, it's a straight 20 minutes, non-stop, and then they just upload that in one go. I have no idea how to do that. I know we all have different. I'm starting to get day a bit. We all have different ways of recording. I think for me to keep up, like, intelligent conversation, as you can probably tell, I'm struggling a little bit now. Really difficult to do. You know, it's why I like to do, well, I call it the etho method. Clips, pieced together. I think etho as well typically does his opening for maybe 5-10 minutes, which sets out everything for the episode. And then after that, everything is just a mixture of clips, all put together, that he records maybe over a few hours. I can drop off there, can't I? See these, that, you should have saw me. That just like Random does. And Lady Random and Paul, I think the majority of people do it all in one go, and it's like, yeah. I think if I didn't know how to edit, like piece things together, I don't think I'd probably do YouTube. Come on. Is this lava? Bagger it is. Oh, I thought it was someone then. I still think they were back at what, 2 episodes ago now for you? Obviously not very long for me. That spider and the enderman and the creeper I saw out in the field. That must have been from a player close by to load the chunks for it to spawn. Now I think this is now back towards where Jack and I, isn't it? Oh no. I don't think anyone could have been here because that's just catching a light now. Let's do a one job. Wait. I know for editing. I know, what was it? I don't know if it was Co-Star and one of the space engineers. And Co was saying that, you know, some people like to say they enjoy they would, you know, enjoy editing, and they can't do. I actually really enjoy editing. It's the best part of it for me. Well, not best, but I enjoy doing it. I did, and actually I'd planned to, I thought I'd get back up in here again. What was that, a spruce? Yeah. I'd planned to record for quite a while. So I was gonna, yeah, about a year ago now. I got offered. I saw that flower over there and it just looked like a play for a second. My heart just jumped a little bit. You know, from potential dying to, yes, I found someone. Yeah, I got the opportunity to do a short course. It actually turned out to be a 4-month long. 6 hours a week course in video editing. and photos and stuff. I did that. And yeah, I'm so pleased to do it. I tried to teach myself before using I've got like a trial license for Sony. Is it not Final Cut? Last Sony 10. The Sony made one, not the Premiere Pro or something. The Sony knockoff. And yeah, didn't have a clue. So tried to learn about keyframes, and it was confusing me no end. So I'm looking at that. Oh, I saw a light over there. Whoa! Oh, tight. GG. Whoa. So who was Pack with? So it's only Raven. Oh, made it. I did a short course. Why am I talking about this when we're playing a bloody UHC? I'm losing things to talk about. I wonder how JT's finding people so good unless it's just pure luck. Oh, is that the rain? Thank God for that. I should be able to make that, yeah. So yeah, did a short course in video editing. So I think it set me up not too bad now. Obviously I don't think I'm the world's best editor, but I think I do alright. Tell you, actually, there's a lot of stuff I've picked up how to do. Just by YouTube or reviews. It is nice though, to actually be taught something. To have someone you can ask those silly questions to. That you've maybe just, you know, that in a tutorial doesn't quite do it because it's always one-sided. Oh, wow, they're close. Wow, so DePAKed got JT. A JT, so Urutta and DePAKed and Raven. So there's Urutta and Raven close together. Oh, Raven. Oh, it's. So Basil, we were after you. Ah, they were out on the hunt. They must have seen. Why we talk about that? You get another apple out. They must have seen him and they've been watching him. Obviously Basil. So that's. I wonder then if everyone's just so. Right, this way and this way. Right, let's head back to the settler then. I'm feeling slightly outnumbered. Just a little bit. How am I for food still? Should be alright for the next night. Maybe hunker down somewhere and get that pork cooked up. Get a little bit more. Can never have enough pork. Come on, guys. Get down there, alright. I would like to get on top, please. You can't beat going on top. There we go. I always feel happy being on top. Well, it depends what mood I'm in. Ooh. I should maybe check before I sprint. So how are we looking? 264. You can see how good I am with directions, can't you? Run! There's a skeleton there somewhere. What? Just... So then. Is this... Ah, this is where we were before. I wouldn't be surprised to see someone else up here as well. As it's certainly... Alright, so I'm nearly to see more that way. So it's just over there. I wouldn't be surprised then. So 0, 0 is about that way. I was gonna like... I was gonna cook that pork, wasn't I? I don't... Oh, stretch a little. Actually, I'm going to cycle my recording again, just in case. And we're back again. Cycle has been done. Alright, let's cook it up here. At this point, if it attracted some attention, I don't think would be a massive thing. Right, you there, food there. How's everyone else doing? Oh, you just took a bit more damage. And Basil. No, I know they had the fight. Ain't Poppy's done alright? I get the feeling that potentially whichever team takes me out, I've got this many apples with me. it's going to give them a very nice advantage. Obviously, depending on how many apples they've got as well. I think, though, for now, I'm just going to go to 0-0. Come on. I'm wondering what our mumble is like at the moment. What everyone's like. Especially with... Was it Raven and Pack said? They were stalking him for minutes. I must admit, when I went around for Lady and Mr. Craven, I think they must have just utterly lost sight of me. They'd seen Jack. I had that like 50-50 split decision. I couldn't speak to Jack. I didn't have a bow. And they had bows. And at that point, I couldn't do anything to them. They were the other side of the water. The only way I could do it, I had to get to them, but not go through the water. And when they were looking at Jack, as you saw, I doubled around. I think if I had a bow, I would have been able to help defend Jack. Because I think, unfortunately, Jack had it once he was stuck in the water. And I wasn't able to defend him. Which made me a little bit sad. I think if I was to try to intervene, I think they would have pinged me as well. And I don't think it would have worked out for either of us. So yeah, they were looking at Jack. I doubled around, and yeah, they obviously just didn't see me at all. Because I sprint lunged at Lady. I think I knocked her flying. Unfortunately, sorry. Yeah, I said it earlier, sprint. Even if you're standing still, hold sprint when you hit someone with the sword. You send them absolutely flying compared to normal. And there is something like mechanics. You have a chance of... It's like a better chance of doing a critical shot, I think it is. If you are sprinting, hold and sprint while doing it. Let's have a look. So yeah. I think in hindsight, if I had a bow, I would definitely have retaliated and defend Jack because he was stuck in the water. But because I didn't have a bow, I think I maybe made the right decision there to try and loop around. There with 0-0. Which was that way. Let's wait till day. I initially would have said come from the plains. But if I was trying to defend a spot, I know we obviously can't compare this to the Ardennes forest and say no one would go through the forest. I think I'd be tempted to sprint through the forest, basically head-on charge. I've got enough apples, and hopefully that would see me right. Maybe go for the first one head on. Maybe Urutta or Basil.
That's the end of episode 8. Stay tuned for episode 9 coming soon.